barbershop. Y'all,
Yeah.
Which
White
receipt
can a black
specifically?
man
Because I done seen the
So-
White can a black man vibe.
But
If
what's
you see somebody
where
tell
would
me
the
why
anger
do
be
black
coming
men
from, though?
die? White can a black man vibe.
That's my whole thing. Like,
White
where's
can
the
a black
anger
man
coming from?
vibe. White can a black man vibe. Please, somebody tell me why do black men die? Look, it's blood stains in the street. Nobody's talking about it. Look like we under defeat and they trying to walk around it. It's deeper than rapping. I'm speaking the facts.
You are locked in with your boy Royal T.
and King Adams.
You already knew that. And I don't know, man. It's just another week. We back with some more news that you can use.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? Also some stuff that we're going for some daily views. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got really gonna get on here and talk about nobody's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Maybe some relationship issues and things that may have gave you the blues. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shoot.
I can't wait till we get to the point where we're able to, offer out different gifts and things. Probably give somebody a cruise.
this nigga said that. I'm like, shit, we got money for cruise shit. Hell yeah.
I mean, one day, bro, you never
You
know.
know, we could be on and popping.
You have to manifest this type of stuff into your life. You know what I mean? Like one day, bro,
Absolutely.
we are just gonna be that. It's just gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that.
Look at where we are now compared to where we were. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to put something together for the people. You know what I'm saying? Just for them to be able to just see, like, because sometimes it's like people who may have been with us from the beginning, who've been following us and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But then they also like forget it. You know what I mean? They so a part of the journey that they forget. You know what I'm saying? So then you bring that compilation video up where it's like, oh snap, like dang, they did start from there, they started there. Then it just goes to show you the power of consistency.
Right, absolutely.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? How you week, man? How you week?
It's actually been low key stressful, but hey, it is what it is. Just dealing with fatherhood. That's all. It's just fatherhood and trying to make sure your kids stay in line because they they can easily veer off to what they feel that they should do, but it ain't about what you feel like you should do. It's about what is right. So, and as fathers, we got to correct that shit.
Right, I hear you. But also, isn't it fun? Isn't fatherhood fun, bro? I think fatherhood puts the F in fun. It's fun, bro. Because in the moment, it may seem hard. It's the same with like sports. You know what I mean? I don't know why we always end up relating things back to sports, but it's like sports, you know what I'm saying? Like you sitting there and you're doing them workouts and them tryouts and them practices, bro, and everything is like burning, hurting, and you gotta commit to these different workouts and eating regimens and all that good stuff, bro. Like it hurts, bro. That change is different. Everything is different. You know what I mean? But when you win that championship, you are proud to tell your story about how hard you had to grind them 3 a days, 2 a days a week. And you know what I'm saying? Like I had to completely like shock my body into this, into that, into like, you know what I mean? Like the change.
Right.
I mean, like the process of it is fun. So when you think about fatherhood, you know what I'm saying? Because your mothers always view babies as their babies. You're 45 years old, mama, like that's my baby right there.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? But fathers, we watch the process, and I feel like we let go faster. We let go, and no, you're an adult now. It's your turn. You know what I mean? Like it's your turn to do this. How like that process is what makes it fun because we let go of the fun times. You know what I'm saying? Like we know when I know when and when not to do certain stuff with my son no more because it's just like, yeah, nah, he's just not that age no more where that's considered funny. Now it's like, Dad, stop being weird.
Mhm.
Oh, when you was 4 though. Hey. No, like, no, not no not no
'Cause
more. I'm not with that no more. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing goes for your baby girls and stuff. Like they always remain your baby girls, you know what I'm saying? But there comes a point where you start to push them more into like being a successful woman.
Mhm.
So I guess that's why I feel like it's fun. You know what I mean? And you have to cherish it because fun comes to an end and new fun begins.
Well, that's how I look at it, right? Like, definitely there are moments where it's definitely fun. It definitely is worth it. But behind those funds, it's still that like that you gotta work out. You gotta get through some tough times. You gotta say stuff that you don't want to say. You gotta do stuff that you like. I didn't want to have to do this to you, but now I gotta do this to you. In order for us to get to that point where we can have fun, we can laugh, we can joke. But just because we laugh and joke, it don't mean that I ain't gonna get in your ass. So it's all
Most
about
definitely.
it's like that balance. Like fatherhood is that balance that it's like you don't want to be you don't want to be your kid's friend, but at the same time you want them to be able to confide in you when something is wrong and what's going on because they know they got
I
that
think
level of respect.
I'm in a yeah, I think I'm in a situation where I had to hit the reset button with my oldest.
Hmm.
Um because of that. Just, you know what I mean, just wanting the best for, you know what I mean, him and going as hard in his life for him, it caused you to be real stern and hard on your kids sometime. And when you have a young man, you raising a young man, it's important that they always remember that they need to and should come to you. You know what I mean? In the case of anything, or they want, you know what I mean, they need to talk or any certain situation. You know what I'm saying? They should always feel comfortable coming to you. So
Hmm.
cherish that relationship, you know what I mean, and don't tarnish it by being so hard and being so stern, you know what I mean, on your young ones because they'll start to develop this feeling of everything that I do, I'm in trouble or something, you know what I mean? So
Right.
now I don't want to come and talk to you because I don't know if what I'm saying is right, wrong, good, or bad, and I don't want to find out either. So I'm gonna go and talk to Bobo Jackson from down the street, and then he steer him down the wrong path. So I had to dial back and hit the reset button on the relationship with my son just for those purposes to make sure
Mm.
that I can develop that relationship that he needs going into, I mean, his preteen years and his teenage years and his adulthood years. Like I want to make sure I'm there for him for guidance purposes, and I don't want to scare him off in no kind of way.
Right.
For
Yeah.
me though, man, the week has been I wouldn't say stressful,
Okay.
but it's been a tough one. It's been a hard one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm committed to the challenge that was thrown out there. I'm not sure how committed you and others have been to the challenge that has been thrown out there, but I've been very committed to this challenge. You know what I'm saying? For the listeners and the followers out there, we are in a challenge right now. We are in a 60-day challenge to lose an easy 20 pounds. You know what I'm
20
saying? Like through
pounds.
this challenge, I got my own like goals and stuff like that, but for others, it's just a way for me not to enforce like go to the gym and work out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like no, just change your regimen and start doing something and start shedding off 1 to 2 pounds a week and stuff like that. And in hopes in 60 days, you know what I'm saying, you can shed at least 20 pounds. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So it's by doing it very simple and very easy, because I know a lot of people might hear that and be like, what, 20 pounds, 60 days? That's a whole lot of time. Like, you're right, it is. But everybody has their own goals, their own stuff. So I'm holding myself to some more higher standards throughout this challenge as well. But it's been a hard week, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of getting myself in a routine and the swing of things. But um I'm definitely down a couple already.
Hmm. Okay.
And
There we go.
I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it within my energy levels and everything. Like I've switched up my whole like diet and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's been working well. It's been going well. Just a couple of tips and tricks that I can give people out there that may be trying to incorporate some type of weight loss or some type of strength training, muscle build, or anything into your lifestyle, drink more water, eat more veggies, eat more fruits. 2 servings of fruit, 2 servings of veggies a day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's little minor changes that I've did that helped me already. And
Right.
I've been drinking about a gallon and a half of water a day. So
Okay. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta start drinking like more water, like
yeah, but what about you
intake,
though, brother? Yeah, intake. Have
intake.
you yeah. What
Oh yeah.
you've been hitting
Um.
workouts? Because I've been watching the challenge board and I
Yeah.
am not content with some of the numbers that I see.
Oh yeah, because I ain't had my Apple Watch before, so now I got my Apple Watch is updated, so I'm good now. So I've been doing workouts at home when I do the work. Well, this is what I'll do in the morning. I wake up, I do my push-ups. Then from there, I do like a little easy. If it's midday, I normally just do like a little jumping jacks, little burpees and stuff like that, just getting my body active and going.
Mhm.
And from there, then I'll go like take the twins. We'll take the twins to go on like a little walk, like the outdoor walk. So we be doing that. So anything like our sessions are like broken up throughout the day because unfortunately I can't just do it all in one
Yeah,
session, but
it's different.
we're gonna break it up.
I do encourage I encourage you to start to like plan and schedule, you know what I'm saying, as well. That'll help. Even when it come down to like the twins, you know what I'm saying? Now this not me
Hmm.
just talking to you, this me talking to everybody out there, all the parents out there, you know what I mean? All of the people, trying to get, more control over their life because that's what happens. The kids start to make you feel like you don't have any control over your life.
Hmm.
Um, planning planning becomes important because then you also put the kids on a routine. You know what I mean? Like right now, you may not have the kids on a routine, or you may be struggling with trying to get your kids on a routine. So, plan. Planning is important. You know what I mean? I literally plan, put everything into place, certain times and everything. And for the most part, I try to stick to that schedule. I got away from my schedule a little bit this weekend, you know what I mean? Which kind of pushed us back, but busy, 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 busy. You know what I'm saying? That's just changes, making changes, bro. Got busy.
Right.
Got busy, bro. But
Nah.
wasn't too busy to kind of look into seeing what stuff going on throughout the day. I'll be popping, you know what I'm saying, my phone up. I have to look and see what's happening in the world. So I don't be too checked out from society. You know what I'm saying? I'm just all about self-care. So when it comes to planning and stuff, I focus so much on my own personal needs, bro, that I don't really focus too much on other people's needs. But sometimes some
Hmm.
of the craziest stuff, you know what I mean, comes across your timelines and your feeds, and you just have to stop and listen or stop and watch. You know what I'm saying? Um, Like right now, this is a good time for people to stop and watch the board. And don't
Yes.
forget to head over to the Culture Podcast and follow us. You can find us and listen to us on Spotify. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? These are just
All
the,
of it.
you know what I'm saying? We are growing with the times, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So
Oh,
we have to
absolutely.
get some recognition for that. You know what I mean? Making those changes. But yeah, man, head over to Spotify and listen every Sunday. New episodes dropping. Facebook, Culture Podcast, Instagram, a Culture Pod, YouTube, the Culture Podcast. And I know you sent some stuff over, bro.
Yep.
That you that you wanted to hit on because people be doing some weird and crazy things out here in the world and be saying some off the wall stuff. So I'm gonna let you grab the flizzo and talk about what your nizzo before we got a gizzo. You fizzo?
Shit. Well, we're gonna edit some of the shit out though. It's all right. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick, Daddy. Hold on.
Wait, what happened?
'Cause I gotta pull it up. Cause you said I got the flow. So hold on. I gotta pull up my stuff because I thought you had it over there already. My bad.
Oh, what, bro? You know, I got you, man. I got you
There we go.
locked.
Shoot. There we go.
Got you on.
Here we go. Shoot.
I my brother's keeper? What?
Yes, you are.
I got you,
Nah,
brother. Yeah.
but you already know. It's I came across this because it's always some wild stuff with this man, and this man by the name of Dr. Umar Johnson. He's very, I would say, very pivotal in the black community because he says a lot of things that's on people's mind within the black community that they don't want to say outwardly because they know they got white friends. So so for him, he said, forget all that. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say because only thing I care about is black. So for Dr. Umar, he says that he doesn't date women who
Do
have
you?
relations. These women,
My bad. Go ahead, bro.
these women are black women. This is what he's referring to, black women. So when he dates black women, he doesn't date these black women who have relations with non-African men. As quote, he says, I cannot go back into that cave after she let a Neanderthal enter it. He said, if that white meat is on top of that dark meat, I don't want the meat. He
Wow.
said the meat is tainted
Who
because
have had sex with non-African men.
Even if it was just an experience.
Yes.
Wow.
If they sex them, a date, I can live with that. A kiss, disgusting, but I might swallow that.
oh my god.
But if she gave that honeycomb hideout to a devil, if she gave her cookies to that Caucasian
Slayer.
I cannot go back into that cave after she let a Neanderthal enter it. I cannot do it. She has disrespected her vagina and every female ancestor we've ever had. I cannot do it.
Wow.
I don't date women who have.
Brother.
Told you.
Slayer.
Slayer. That man said, he said, a date, okay. A kiss, ew, maybe I let it slide. But he said you gave up that box, the honeycomb juicy box to him. Oh no, I can't have you.
Listen, my man's have some of the funny. Let's just go through some of his funny moments, bro.
That man wild.
When that sister showed up on the beach today, I said, sister, I am the leader of the Black Revolution. Don't you sit your fine, buttery, cinnamon ass next to me with that one-piece bathing suit on, looking all curvy and thick and five. Don't you distract me, sister. Did Satan send you parasol to distract me from my God-given responsibilities? I said, I rebuke you. Put your clothes on and leave this beach. I made her leave the beach, brothers and sisters. I made her leave the beach, brothers and sisters. I said, put your clothes on that curvy body and get away. I'm
you
trying to
didn't, brother. I made her leave, brother.
As one brother the other day said, Dr. Umar, brother, I love you. I follow you, brother. I married a white girl 10 years ago, brother. Well, brother, until you unmarry her, it's best you stay over there, brother. I appreciate you and I love you, but you are no use to me with that white woman on your arm, brother. I'm half black. Ain't no such thing as half black. You don't mix white milk with chocolate milk and get half chocolate milk. When you ever see half chocolate milk? What kind of milk is this? It's half chocolate. Ain't no such thing as half chocolate. It's either chocolate or it ain't. It's either chocolate or... We're going to have the Black Women's Conference at FDMG. It is illegal for a black woman to use her ass cheeks as her profile pic. I thought I was looking at a double scoop of chocolate with some damn jimmies, and that ain't nothing but raw ass. We got to get it together. You're supposed to be somebody's wife one day, sister. I thought that was a double scoop of chocolate, and that ain't nothing but your raw, leathery, ashy ass. We must do better in the female queendom. Called ADHD, which all of you know that I refer to as ain't no daddy at home disorder. Ain't no daddy at home disorder. So Dr. Umar, my brother loves white women. How can I redeem him?
Listen, bro, let me ask you a question. me ask you a question.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you feel like do you feel like it's a such thing as being too black, bro? I mean, I'm talking y'all need to stop using like is it a such thing as being like too black, bro? Like real legitly. Like legitly. Like is that a real thing? Like you could tell somebody like, look, bro, I understand that you for the culture, bro, but you too cultured. Like you too black. Like ease up a little bit. Because if it is, Dr. Umi too black, man. Dr. Umi said, I married a white woman 10 years ago. He said, all right, well, don't do me a favor, brother. Don't come around me until you unmarry her. Because you can't do nothing for me as long as you got this white woman on your side.
Th-
What?
this is my thing, right? Like I feel, and this is not to get Dr. Umar, but part of me is like, okay, do he do this for attention because he knows it's going to spark some type of like outrage or viral moment because like I get the point where it's like, man, nigga, like you black. Like
Too black.
like I'm black, right? But nigga, you black. Like you too black. Like nigga, you telling me if I date this white woman who I love or whatever the case may be, that I can't be black like that. Like I'm black, but I ain't culture black because I date this woman. Then it's like, what if this white woman is basically culture black too because of what they was raised in, not like the typical suburban household white woman. I'm talking about that white woman that was down in Florida that was in the hood that grew up with niggas, like, and she knows everything about the civil rights movements and all that other stuff. So you tell me I can't be with her? Now, mind you, my preference has always been black women. This is those who their preference is white woman or other race, but they still show respect to black women. They never disrespected them. So there's a difference, right? Because you can be with whoever you want to be with, just as long as you don't disrespect your race, or where you came from. Like don't, especially when you're a black man, don't disrespect a black woman because you prefer a different quality of a woman. So don't do that. I
So
always said
now,
that.
so like I feel you. You feel me? I feel you. Nothing against nothing you saying. You know what I mean? But in a way, I do feel like that is something that we have to accept now. You know what I mean? In today's world, like that's
Yep.
just how things are now. Um, but if we could go back and like we could dial back like all the way to like AD, BC, like excuse me, those times, bro, I would definitely not be for like cultural mixing.
Mm,
I definitely like, you know what I mean? I just wouldn't be for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Now, like experimenting with all of these different type of people is okay. You know what I mean? But how do we know like crossing all these chromosomes and stuff is not what's presenting these STDs and all that type of stuff that's like taking over? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these mental health disabilities and stuff like that is because there are, you know what I mean, chromosomes missing and you know what I mean, things not firing off the way they should. And could that be because of genetical
so
interferences like
okay, so now let's go ahead and let's take this particular topic. Now, are you saying that because of mixing of the race, this is where we can get certain diseases or certain things that come up that was a genetic disorders and stuff like that. If we would have just stayed in our it's basically stayed in our gene pool, then we would have probably been fine. But because we like, I see how this one looks. Let me go ahead and mix with this. Let me go ahead and mix with that. So I think that's where it's weird because when you do your DNA test, they said that you or your what do you call it that to know your whole national your origins and all the other stuff. Like it can tell you from Europe, Spain, and freaking the islands all in once because you got this certain percentage, this certain percent. So I don't know, man. It's like it's weird that you brought that up because it's
Yeah,
now I'm thinking.
yeah. Just
I'm
think about
like,
it. And
I'm
I'm not
thinking like,
like from one genetic thing. Like, okay, you sleep with a woman of another race and you have a child. Boom, that child is born. Cool. Nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah, something's gonna be different. Why? Because the pigmentation of the skin or something may change. Anything, you know what I mean? The hair texture, something is gonna be different just because you are clashing these two. But now you have these two genetics connected, right? And then they meet a person who has these two genetics connected, right? Boom, they
mhm,
intertwine. Boom. And now they branch off. Look at how, like, you could just see from that, like, look at how much that is. And then once they go connected and then they find somebody who else is connected just like this, then you like, boom. You know what I mean? Somewhere it just starts to just like,
separate.
right, and something just doesn't connect somewhere down the line, or it sparks something else. I mean, I just think I look at us as mammals, bro. I look at us as in the circle of life, just like everything else. And you don't see or hear of lions in the wild saying, "Listen, I know I love my herd, but there's some tiger kundalini over there that I'm like, I need that." That don't happen.
So
All
I
these
know
deers
they.
and stuff out here, you don't see this. Like all these bears, you don't see a grizzly bear. Like, look at that polar bear. I'm about to tear that polar bear up. No, that don't. It don't happen.
So you know about the liger, right?
What about the liger?
So that's what I'm going. It's gonna go with part with your theory. Ligers are not meant to exist. That is
Mm.
man-made, where they forced a lion and a tiger to mate. They
And it
forced.
probably wasn't even a forced mating. It was just I'm gonna take the eggs of this and the sperm of this and genetically lab created, and then lab created a couple and then put it out to make to see if it can survive. There are no ligers roaming around in the wild
No
for a reason. That's like an
reason.
alpha predator. Like you don't know what that's
But
capable of.
even that, even then, like if you look at like when I looked at it in enclosed with them videos where they just be enclosed, like they look lazy as shit. They fat as hell and don't do shit. Like it's because it's just it's just it. They're not supposed to be
It's
made
not
like that,
meant to be.
right?
Yeah, you just don't supposed to excuse me. You're not supposed to just to mix certain things together. And I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like in the beginning of time, if that would have never took place, um, like we would actually be like in a different state right now. You know what I'm saying? If everybody just would have continued to mind their own business. I feel like tribes were good, bro. It was good for us to be tribal people. It was good for us to, you know what I mean? This is my area and I'm cool with it. But that's what happened. It was the contentment, like, no, I'm not cool. I want more. I want more. I want more. And you know, it's a certain group of people that we may not talk about. You know what I mean? That really just took it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There are some beautiful things though to switch to that side. Like, you know what I mean? We have gotten some beautiful people because there are pros and cons to it. And sometimes that can also spark a genius. That can also spark, you know, the fastest runner in the world, the fastest jumper in the world, the strongest man in the world, because You know what I mean? If you could turn it to evil, you can turn it to good. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm
Mhm.
just relating STDs and diseases and Alzheimer's and all that kind of stuff. I'm just relating it to evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the kind of stuff that I believe in. I don't believe in, I believe that that's all like evil spirits. You know what I'm saying? They just take over. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. But I feel like that's evil. So you flip it and you also can get a superhuman from those chromosomes being like clashed and so much going on. You feel what I mean? That's why people are elevating so much and getting smarter and getting stronger and getting faster because genetically, you know what I mean, this can take place.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we do got some. Ain't gonna lie, we got some fine women coming from the mixed group too. So it's like, dang, I don't blame y'all mixing. I don't blame y'all mixing.
Did you have a chance to check out the parody of Saturday Night Live with Club Shay Shay?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
What was your take on that?
I mean, it's weird because we already seen people do parodies before, but now I'm not even gonna go to relate on the funniness of it, but I'm gonna go relate on the fact that shout out to Shannon Sharp who made it all the way to SNL. Shout out to Cat Williams.
Facts. Facts.
Y'all opened up the doors and y'all busted wide open and listen, it went viral. And this is just tells you that this is not stopping because the fact that SNL picked it up even after months later or damn near weeks later of when it happened. So yeah, man. I mean, shout out to y'all and to do that playing Shannon Sharp sound damn near sound like Shannon Sharp. I ain't gonna lie to you. And you know what I'm saying? She did her thing too with Cat Williams. They did their thing. But it just shows you that the magnitude of what Cat said.
It's the truth, Shannon.
Shannon Sharp. Now come on now. The Club Shay Shay interview. Cat Williams keeping it completely real.
Three things are true about me. I am 5'3". I have never told a lie, and I am 6'3". Look, Hollywood created Kevin Hart. Everybody knows that Kevin was made in the same factory where they make Teddy Graham.
That can't be true.
Then why the hell he smelled like cinnamon?
The original running time nearly 3 hours, but now there's more. 8 hours more. Get ready for Club Shay Shay the Extended Cut. Now on YouTube. See Cat Williams take on everyone in Hollywood and beyond.
Look, I don't mess with Barack Obama. I don't trust nobody whose name is all vowels.
What?
Why my mouth gotta be open so long,
Now come on.
I mean, I don't know, man. SNL been doing parodies for a long time now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So for people to all of a sudden start to get so sensitive and take things personally and try to spark so much controversy, bro, like that's something that I'm really starting to be against
Mm-hmm.
in the world. Like everybody's looking for something, and that was something that I picked up on, you know what I mean, when Dave Chappelle's stand up that he just did on Netflix. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. I mean, look, that's the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT. But it's just like everybody's trying to organize now and create controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like let's live, laugh, and have fun again.
Yeah. It's funny because you mentioned Dave Chappelle. He just recently was at a comedy club with D Ray and Deion Cole, and he went on, not saying like a rant, but he went on talked about Cat Williams. He was like, "Damn," he like it is fuck the Illuminati too, Cat. He like I'm with you on that. He like shoot, I lost everything for it, but he's saying that Cat went on about the wrong way. He said he should just kept quiet about the whole thing, and he said it should never try to expose nobody. He said even if people did me wrong, he like I ain't gonna expose and say their name. And I guess D Ray brought something up where they was going look like they was going back and forth about the whole situation with Cat. But but just from the video alone, he just seemed like he was like, nah, he like I'm with Cat. He like I love Cat, but just the way he went about it, he like there's better ways to how to handle that. So I guess Dave Chappelle feels some he's not fully agreeing with Cat saying, but he understand put like this. He understands what Cat is saying. He respect what Cat is saying, but he's saying that he would have went about it a different way.
And I can respect that. Because I feel that. I feel that same way. You know what I mean? Like you can always get your point across, but take time to make sure that you're getting it across the right way. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
one thing you shouldn't do is beat down on another man or another person to better your to make yourself look better or to try to boost your own status quo. And we see that a lot. We see that a lot now. Like there's a lot of dudes that do it now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like then this is just in the neighborhood. Like if we want to talk amongst like the homies in the neighborhood, like how many times have there been situations where it's like, bro, did you really just say that about me to, you know what I'm saying, such and such because you're just trying to make yourself look better? You know what I'm saying? Like you may be the flyest guy on the block or the flyest person in the room, and you know what I mean, this is the hottie that everybody's trying to get. And you find all of a sudden all these dudes like in their ear and they just say, oh, dude, oh, you know, he messed with everybody. I had to
or
keep him off my sister. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
it'd be
why you
like or the famous the big one like, man, I put that nigga on with that. I put that nigga on with that. I told the
mm-hmm.
nigga about them George nigga. He wouldn't have to wear. He was a broke ass nigga before I told
You already know, shout out to the phone.
him. Broke eye nigga.
But
Like,
for real though, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You should never have to beat down on somebody else to try to boost your own, you know what I mean, status. You know what I'm saying? To make yourself look better. Like,
right.
relax. You relax. Handle your
But that's the
business.
but that's the day and age we living in, right? Everybody want to feel some type of self worth, and for some people they got to do that by tearing somebody else down. And this is the thing, right? And this is not going for Cat because Cat gonna tell his truth how he gonna tell his truth or what how he want to expose his truth, right? And this is what his truth is to him. But in general, for those they take it as they take it as to the point where they see somebody doing good, but they see that person getting a little bit of shine, so they just like, nah, I don't like how there's too much shine getting on him. So he wouldn't be nothing without me. So nah, let me humble him. Let me tell him that it was because of me who did this for you. Like come on, bro. Like I see that like you said, we see that all the time.
And
And we see that in hip hop.
I'm one of them people who like honestly don't I feel like that's what we need within the culture. We need people to be like, oh yeah, bro put me on this. I learned how to do this because so and so showed me how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of trying to take credit, sit it that way because that's how these black businesses and stuff that people are starting to create, and this is how they started to thrive. That's one thing that I noticed when I started doing a lot of stuff that I was doing with, you know, all the the business ventures and stuff that I got going on, and the things that I have tried, and the things that I, you know what I mean, I push forward
Hmm.
and doing. Like even when it comes down to this, like podcasts, and you know what I'm saying, like this was not something that I seen people in my circle doing, and I wanted to be like somebody specifically. No, I just literally went through a situation where like I was talking to so many people, and from all that talking to people, somebody eventually was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I not even somebody, I told myself, I'm like, dude, people love to just hear me talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I'm gonna start a podcast. I love to talk. I'm always talking to people and people listen. So why not?
Right.
That's all it is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's easy. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it is. If you are a very social person and you may feel like you can't get out much to talk to people and things like that, this is it. Like this is something that can help you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Start a podcast, but you also have to make sure, because that's something that I've also learned. You have to make sure that you are around the right people as well, because everybody's not, geared to do it. You know what I mean? And support it as well. And you got to be ready for that. You have to be ready for people not to support what you got going on. yes, we feel that our people should be supporting each other more and everything like that, but you
Mhm.
have to be understanding as well that people may not support you, and that's okay.
And that's the thing. It
That
has to be okay,
okay, you know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you got to do and watch what happens after a while.
which is crazy. So I think, man, dude, that's some wild shit. Oh, oh, we got a new banner. I see. Oh shoot, fucking around with new
No,
banner.
since this is how we doing it now, I'm just like, whatever, you know what I mean? Keep it more. He said, "Oh, it's happening."
I'm like,
No,
oh shoot.
we
I'm
just,
like,
we
oh
just
shoot.
do what we do, how we do it when we want to do it.
Right. But
Most
yeah,
definitely,
man.
we got to be more supportive in our community. You know what I mean? And I'm a consistently say that. I'm gonna always say that because I feel like that is real, bro. Like that's real.
Hmm.
We need to be more supportive of each other, and things need to be a little bit more consistent. Stop jumping ship. You know what I mean? Like people need to find out who they are and stick with who they are and stop trying to, take the next man's idea. That's why we got 30 million chicken joints, but
Right.
everybody doing it the same way. So
Except for Canes.
you you like Canes, bro?
No, I said except for Canes. They ain't doing the same way. They don't season their chicken. The motherfuckers just got the sauce.
Oh my
That's it.
god, I'm so glad to finally meet somebody like who agrees with me, bro. Like, yes, no, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of that, bro. And I do not
They said,
know.
"Let me go dip this chicken. Let me dip these tenders in some breading real quick, and fry it. Then
And we not doing nothing to it. We just
nothing.
dipping sauce, and you
Just
need this to make it taste good.
you gonna
Like,
get this bread and get this buttery bread. Cause no, granted, the sauce is amazing and the bread is really soft and good, but the chicken is bland, and I don't understand why they got a long line to go run up in there to get some chicken. Nigga, you can go and get them same tenders and season up yourself and fry it at the crib.
uh,
And guess what you can do? Go and grab they sauce or learn how to make they sauce. But if you don't want to make the damn sauce, grab the damn sauce. That's all you need.
or just stay away from the fast food.
Oh yeah, stay with the, or that too. But you know what I'm
leave,
saying?
leave the fast food alone, man.
So and that too. So but yeah, it's they shit ain't up to par.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's
Nah,
not up there, and none of my top fives or anything like that.
definitely not my top five. Like Popeyes as a fast food chain is still like for chicken. I'm like, okay, I guess I give it to y'all. I guess because it ain't really nobody who's fast food chicken wise has been up to par.
Popeyes, hands down.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's really it's Popeyes, and I don't fuck with KFC like that. So
JJ's, bro.
oh JJ's, but they don't got no drive through. So oh yeah, they do. Actually, they do got a
Some of
drive
them,
through.
I should say some of them. Some
On
of them
yeah,
depends on
so
the location. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
But you get so mad because you realize that like places like JJ's is not everywhere. Bro, I bring a JJ's down here and lock the city up.
bro. I'm talking about the city will be flooded. They
And
don't
mine would be
understand,
JJ's fish and chicken. It'd be fish and chicken. Like it'll have to be that one because I'd be in there flipping the perch and all that. Like, bro, I would lock the city down.
bro. You know they got that thing called Pete's Fish and Chips. When
Yeah, I
I
know. I
tell you
haven't had it yet.
trash, I'll say it again on here on podcast. Pete's Fish and Chips is bland, it's trash, and it tastes like they food is from the frozen aisle. Like they just opened up the packet, boom, and just said, "Here, let me put it in some grease."
I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I don't
Piss me,
need that in my
piss
life.
me clean off.
It'd be hard. I learned that because people down here tell you something good, but it's because they taste buds haven't been adjusted to what we consider to be something good. Like,
Good.
To them, I
It's
think it's more so about like what's being put together that be good. Like, no, it's how it's cooked for me is what determines if it's good. I don't care. The presentation, you know what I mean, plays its part, but what it tastes like, that's what I need to know.
I need that season on that bit. Like I need you to season that batter. I need you to season that chicken or that fish or whatever seafood, whatever beef, steak, whatever. Make sure that butter and that butter sauce, make sure it's on that steak. Like season the shit.
Hit it with a little bit of this, and a little bit of that.
Little herbs and the spices and the parsley, the rosemary. Like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta people here, they don't I don't they taste buds just ah like it be pissing me off. Like
Yeah, I already knowing, bro.
each time I be trying to go someplace, I'm like, bro, come on, man. Season your damn food.
Season your food.
Damn, man.
Man, while you're seasoning your food, also remember to season your soul. You know what I'm saying? Find
Yes.
something good to read. You know what I mean? Something good to watch. Start separate yourself from everybody else's business out there. Separate yourself from the nonsense. You know what I mean? The stuff that they pretty much force upon us. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody the other day and I was talking about how it's so hard to be in tune with self because the world throws you so many distractions. And I'm not talking about
Mm,
the stuff that happens in your life. I'm talking about the
mhm,
fact that you can either get on a laptop or you can get on your cell phone or you can watch TV or you can play the game or you can go here or you can go there. Like the world gives you so many distractions that it gives everybody an outlet to escape themselves.
mm,
But you need to actually learn how to come back to yourself and
mhm.
realize that you have to take that time to realize what you got going on with you. You know what I
Right.
mean? And people aren't doing that anymore because they're taking too much time to schedule things into their life
Mhm.
that keeps them from taking care of that self-love and that self-care that they need. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't do nothing on Sundays because I'm watching football, and then after that I gotta do this, and then I gotta do that. You don't have to do all that stuff that you're claiming. It's cool to
Right.
let that be in the background, or it's okay for you to miss this or miss that and just catch the highlights because you have more important things that you need to do. So people need to start prioritizing their lives more. We need to start prioritizing our lives more and sticking to, like the schedule and things that we need to get done in our life that's gonna make us better.
Absolutely. Uh,
Absolutely. And
100%
from the
agree with that.
sounds of that, brother, it sounds like 100%. You can get on people that run down for the day, man. Let them know what's
Yes,
going on.
sir. So y'all can go ahead and reach us at Culture Kings pod at gmail.com, on our IG as well, a Cultures Pod, and Facebook Culture Kings Podcast. And if you have anything with Spotify, go ahead and listen to us on Spotify, the Cultured Podcast, where you get the latest news, the latest gossip, the latest everything, latest sports from us. Strictly conversation, baby.
Strictly conversation, baby. You heard them. Strictly conversation. I don't know why. The way you said it was kind of funny.
You see smoke? You see
Strictly,
Smokey? Go
strictly
back. Go
conversation.
back. Hold on. Go back to Smokey real quick. Go back to Smokey. You see what I did on the page? Hey,
Hey,
scroll down. Yeah, gasms. What we talk about gasms.
if you ain't caught the latest and the last, that's why you need to follow us on Instagram, man. You'll be able to catch all the latest and see what we got going on. Man, I'm telling you, boy,
I
it,
tell you.
it, it's highlights from the show. You know what I'm saying? We're actually gonna roll back to and get back into posting. You know what I mean? More.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Within like what's going on with the culture and things that are just important. You know what I'm saying? So just be on the lookout, man. Head over to a culture pod and follow us so that you can stay up to date with the latest news and enjoy conversation. You know what I mean? Geared around what's going on in the culture. So
Absolutely.
a culture pod. You know what I mean? And also be sure to follow us on Spotify as well. You know what I mean? That way you stay up to date with the latest releases and the things that we drop. You know what I mean? We're gonna start incorporating some other stuff into here too, bro. Where we got some giveaways and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Movie tickets,
Absolutely.
stuff like that. Just little knickknack. You know what I mean? To show the appreciation for the people coming out and listening to us. You know what I'm saying? But it's the Culture Podcast. You've been locked in with your boy Royalty.
and King Adams.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why can't a black man vibe? Why can't a black man vibe? Please, somebody tell me, why do black men die? Why can't a black man vibe? Why can't a black man vibe? Why can't a black man vibe? Please, somebody tell me, why do black men die? Look, it's blood stains in the street. Nobody's talking.